There's a spear, and here is the South Hall. We made it to the South Hall. We got a lot going on over here. Adobe in the South Hall. That's just the front of it. Look at this in the back. This is pretty intense. Look at that thing. Not only do you have to spend a ton of money just to get this, but you gotta learn how to use this and be proficient and adept to get the shots that you want. This right here can be operated remote control, and that guy right there, he's got the remote control right there. And this guy in his gimbal was filming this, and that's a beautiful gimbal setup right there. Pretty cool. They were just rotating this and showing the different angles. Look, it's moving. The camera I have the 4K, but it's the 360 action cam, 8K. They're amazing. What's great about this is it's got the screen that flips up so you can see what you're filming, and you can take it with you like this. That is a fantastic setup. This would be great for vlogging, but they even have another setup that's more same camera but in a housing that looks like a bigger camera. That's really cool. A lot of great accessories.
This is our NAB camera, which is really tiny, and you can create like beyond your imagination's perspective. For example, by using our accessories. As you can see, you can use it at necklace, and it can shoot like wherever you want.
That's so cool.
And also, you can see the scene, the photos, the videos that you are seeing right now.
Oh, that's still going over to that?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. Very, very cool. That's amazing. So you have more freedom to walk around when you're in a scenario.
Yeah. And we do have like, this camera is very family and pet friendly. We have accessories for the children and for the pets. They can carry them, and you can see the words through this, see their words through this camera.
I can wear a hat and have a magnet in there.
This one.
Marshall booth, and they make MXL microphones, but they're also branching out into vlogging. So they got microphones and cameras for that, and a whole vlogging setup here, which is really awesome. And let's just see how terrifying this is. There it is. The Cheyenne booth, or the Zion booth. I have one of their gimbals, and this is they make amazing gimbals. They're inexpensive and work really well. So I can get a bright idea around here. Lighting is very important for professional movie making and broadcasting. The Zion gimbals, Zion, I wish I could pronounce them, but they make a lot of amazing gimbals for phones. The one I got, to cameras, to big cameras. They got everything you need, and they are moderately priced, and they are the business. They do really warm audio booth, and they make amazing equipment. Great front ends to your audio recording, to amazing microphones. And I don't see the microphone that I want to buy, but there's these guys right here. And these are probably replicas of many microphones that are made out in the wild. This is the warm audio version of the 1073 mic preamp, and it's only $7.99, which is amazing. If you were to buy the NAB version, it's going to set you back several thousand. This right here is a tube mic pre, and then more of their microphones. The one microphone that I love, the 251, is not here, but I think this gentleman right here is the owner of the company. There is a recreation of an API mic pre. And APIs are really amazing as well. More of their mic pre's and a few more of their microphones. The gear that you buy, it's going to need to be protected in road cases, and you're going to get a lot of that here. A remote filming rig set up on a car. Very cool. And then you got the crane right there. And that crane is remote control. Work real hard and you do real good. Sometimes you'll win one of these. Needs the rest of the band. This guy's laying it down all by himself. What is possible? Create these sets and make it seem like you're on a TV show. Pretty awesome. Monitor what's going on. Quiet on the set. Company I deal with, Solid State Logic, and I have their audio interface, and it has the 4K Magic, and here are all their hard drives and USB drives. I can't tell you how many of these things I bought over the years. There goes the monorail. Woo, 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 woo. This is all under construction, all new building. They're redoing this. And I'm out in the heat. It's really hot out here. It feels like a desert. And that's all new over there. They just redid everything. They have another loop station over here, the Vegas loop. Right here, the South Hall. That's the South Hall, and then this is South Hall. And then this is South Hall. HP booth. I've owned a lot of HP computers, and I own HP computers now. I have a desktop and a laptop that I use exclusively. Set up in your garage at your house, having a green screen set up, always ready to go. Set up right there. That is cool. Look at that. It's getting a really beautiful cinematic shot of that chair. The Adobe booth, and they're demoing Adobe Premiere and many other products. They go right over here. It's pretty vast. Here's Avid, and they make Pro Tools, and they have probably one of the really good video editing system. Forget what it's called. I've used it before. Your thing, season 4 was so epic. I can't wait for season 5. Resolve and Black Magic Designs, who make amazing cameras for cinema. But the DaVinci Resolve, I think they just released the version 20, and that is supposed to be amazing for video. Designs and DaVinci Resolve are taking over all this section right here. Yes. Madhouse here. Very crowded, which is good. It's good to see all these people in Vegas spending money, getting hotel rooms, and doing business. This is video editing is kind of all the rage right now, and I'm not real big with AI stuff. I like it for background tasks, but for the day-to-day, I like to do that stuff myself. But it's here, and it might be helpful to a lot of people. Seagate booth, and I use Seagate drives, but I also use these drives right here. The LaCie Rugged C, or is it LaCie? And I remember I came here about 3 or 4 years ago, and the one booth I went to was the LaCie booth. I was really late and only had an hour and a half to run around. Then I went over to Fry's and bought one of these drives, and then shortly thereafter Fry's closed down, which was a bummer. I love Fry's Electronics. But anyway, I still have my 2 terabyte or 2 gigabyte. No, maybe it's 2 terabytes of storage. And that's a lot of storage. 4 terabytes is a lot of storage. And I bet these are fairly reasonably priced. There's the Westgate right there. Viva Las Vegas, Elvis used to play there. Now it's Barry Manilow. There's the monorail station. And there's the Winds. That's a win-win right there. That joke never gets old. Out here. We're barely into April and it's starting to feel like we're going to have a blistering hot summer. No, the traffic going home is not going to be good. But that's rush hour traffic. It's a little after 3. Oh boy. It's still open, but they're remodeling it to look like the new section they built down that way going towards the Strip. It's pretty cool. They've added a lot of space, and it's all being filled up and used at the NAB show. I think this is the largest show I've ever been to. It's just vast. I've gone to only 2 halls, and I think there's like 3 or 4 more. This is going to be a wrap for me at the NAB show 2025. I got to take a nap. I'm tired.